First day and saw you giving the presentation on the difference. I just kind of wondered where that came from. Can you just expound on that?
It's something that we started last season, and in college football, the game is played really outside. Most college players play with their hands out here. So the really good ones play with their hands inside. They get leverage. They can control blockers. Blockers can control defenders. And Coach Meyer wanted to set out to try to make our team better at using their hands and gaining leverage. And he kind of put me in charge of a mission with our defensive staff to find ways to teach the whole football team how to better use their hands. And came up with the phrase, the difference. If we could use our hands, it would make a big difference in the whole football team, and it did. A lot of people talk about our tackling, but our hand placement and our blow delivery was off the charts. This last season, it had improved our special teams, our offense, our defense, our scout teams clear across the board. We were better at using our hands, and really fun to watch when you talk about a defense especially that didn't give up a lot of big plays. One, we tackled well, but two, we got off blocks extremely well, and that eliminated a lot of big plays.
And that's something that translates to pretty much every position?
Every position across the board, because wide receivers use it to block, or linemen do. Aside from the quarterbacks, everybody uses their hands, and we've taught our whole football team how to use their hands the right way.
As you guys start to game prep for Virginia Tech, what's the biggest thing you see in them that you got to prepare for?
Well, they're a well-coached football team. Both sides of the ball, they got a lot of talent. They're going to be playing at home in an outstanding environment, one of the best home game environments in the country. So it's going to be a challenge to go on the road to open the season, especially with the team that beat us last year. So there are all kinds of challenges just to get ourselves ready. It's the unknown. What new things could they do on offense or defense? And we just got to be ready for a lot of different stuff.
Do you look back at that game last year a lot?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, they beat us. I mean, they flat out beat us. They were the better team that night. It was not a game that we're proud of when we go back and watch it, but Virginia Tech did a great job. Their coaches had them ready, and they beat us.
Chris, Urban says that sometimes he'll go to the defensive coaches and say, how would you stop us? How hard of an answer is that to come up with this year?
Well, they've got a lot of weapons. You look at the receiving core, the additions to the receiving core with Braxton Miller, Curtis Samuel out there, Mike Thomas coming on. Some of the young players that maybe didn't play much last year, like Paris Campbell. They got a lot of weapons out there. Noah Brown has had a great training camp. So they got a lot of weapons, and when you look at Zeke Elliott in the backfield, you got JT, you got Cardell. It's like who do you focus on and who do you stop? So it would be a challenge as a defensive coordinator to get ready to play our offense and look at all the different weapons that they have at their disposal and figure out what do they got to stop? Is it the run? Okay, so we'll beat you in the pass game. You try to stop the pass, and Zeke Elliott will run the ball, or one of the quarterbacks will. So it's a fun offense to be a part of and be able to sit up in the press box and watch go to work every day.
How has the defense performed against them so far in the scrimmage against them?
I think it's been this team is a balanced football team, and every day we go out to practice, there's good days for the offense and there's good days for the defense. And if you want to have a really good football team, that's the way you want it. When you go ones-on-ones, if one side of the ball is dominating another, you probably get a little bit worried. But when our ones go against each other, one offense versus one defense, there's a lot of good plays on both sides.
Coming off national championship, I would think guarding against complacency would be a big issue. The fact that Virginia Tech beat you guys last year, does that help keep your guys motivated, help you guys motivate your players?
Yeah, I think Coach Meyer's done a great job of motivating this team since the day we got back. He's been in this situation before. Not a lot of coaches around America have. He's been a part of a national championship team and a team that came back and quite honestly, in his opinion, failed. They didn't have a very good season the next season. There was a lot of reasons why. So he's been through this situation. He knows what the pitfalls are, how to avoid them, and if he sees them coming, how to get them corrected. And he and Coach Mick have done a great job with this football team since the day we got back. For playing Virginia Tech, the first game does give you a little extra motivation to keep these guys focused and give them a little extra step in their preparation. But I don't care who we're really playing. This team is focused. They're ready to go, and I can't wait to watch them in a couple weeks.